A very good afternoon to you all on this 14th day of lockdown, level 4 in Cape Town. My name is Mark Long, rector of the parish of St Andrews in Newlands. Today's Eucharist readings again take us through the book of Acts and the Gospel of John. We're now in chapter 15 in both. In the Acts reading, we have Peter and the early church leaders gathering to discuss what aspects of Jewish law should or shouldn't be imposed upon the Gentiles, the non-Jews, who are responding and coming to believe in Jesus as Messiah. In the John reading, we have Jesus reminding us to remain in his love, to abide in that love, to keep the commandments, and to embrace the gift that we're given. One of the complications when we begin to consider commandment and law and regulation, something we're not unfamiliar with in lockdown, is how do we interpret what is truly relevant in the moment? I was aware, as the President spoke to us last night in South Africa, that really difficult to hold all that one has to hold in his kind of position. It's easy to be a referee from the sideline, and many of us like to be that. I'm not an epidemiologist, I'm not a virologist, I'm not a politician. I don't have the skills to really know whether what is being required of us or not is relevant. I can look at the context, I can look at a global context. South Africa, we don't seem to be hugely out of line with what is being expected or imposed on people in other nations around the world. However, being human, we always like to, and being South African too, we like to question. And questioning is not a bad thing. And I've suggested in previous talks that, in fact, doubt is important. Really interrogating our belief is important, and I think equally it's important for us to be doing that at this time. But also in terms of today's gospel, holding to that primary commandment, which I think in terms of today's reading and the context we find it, that primary commandment of Jesus would be to love. We know from elsewhere in the Gospels, when Jesus is asked what's the most important commandment, it is that we should love God with all that we are and love our neighbor as ourselves, and seek to live that out. In the context of John's Gospel too, it's to do that through service, not through any kind of autocratic attitude. So if we hold that and apply it to the context in which we find ourselves, I think one of the gifts, and again I've mentioned this before, is that we really need to hold to at this time, is the gift of empathy, and to be empathetic on all sorts of different levels. Empathetic for our president and those who advise him at this time, and put various regulations and things into place. Empathetic for ourselves as we live with that, and for others in situations different from our own. I'm very aware that I speak and live out of a place of privilege in the broader context of Southern Africa. And it's very easy to get uptight because some of my liberties are removed, when in fact, even under lockdown, I have space in a house. I'm not overcrowded. I'm able to live life pretty well, except that going out and meeting and doing all the things that I like are limited at this time. I'm just aware that as privileged people, myself and probably many of you listening to me, when we have our liberties curtailed, we struggle with that. And I guess that's true no matter who one is and what social context one comes out of. But I would really plead that we find ways to be empathetic in the context we're in, and to be thoughtful about how and when and where we need to challenge where we are, and to be careful how we do that. But nonetheless to hold to God's goodness and God's love and God's justice in all that we we get up to.